sweet sugar, how you get so fly.
Doing a lot of like story times, and I've been getting told to like do more. I don't know, I guess this is like how I talk in them or some shit. The first time that I got drunk and I still went to school like that. This happened back in my junior year when I was hanging out with 4 of my girls. Well, back then it was Deborah, Rosie, Joey, and Cynthia, and I. My junior year, my school had this thing like we would enter school at 8:30, not at 8, like as in some normally at some schools do. So many times we didn't know what the hell to do, so we would just like hang out at our friend's house and like just chill or whatever. Our junior year was a year of fucking heartbreaks. Each freaking one of us went through a damn heartbreak, and we were like in our fucking feelings 24/7. Literally us meeting up at the cafe and then waiting till like 7:20. We would start walking to our friend's house, our friend Cynthia's house, and then we would just kick it there until like it was like 8:20 or some shit. We would stay at our friend's house for like an hour at least, so like just hang out and let time go by. Cafe, and Debbie was like, I have a little surprise. And I was like, oh bitch, what you got? Me thinking she had food or something. Opens her backpack and I see the bottle, and I was like, bitch. I told her, I was like, bitch, like what the fuck? It was like, we could just go to Cynthia's, just tell Joey and Rosie to meet us up over there. And I was like, all right, for sure, no problem. So I texted Joey and I was like, hey bitch, like carry change of outfit real quick. So I texted Joey and I was like, hey, are you almost here? Like we're gonna go to Cynthia's and we're gonna go do something. She was like, yeah, I'm like a block away. And I was like, all right, for sure. So I texted Rosie and I was like, hey bitch, Debbie, Joey, and I are going to Cynthia's and like to drink up, and she like, are you down? And she was like, yeah, but give me a sec, let me see what I could say to like get out. And I was like, all right, cool. So we were on our way to Cynthia's house, and I don't think Cynthia knew what we had with us. So we just walked, and then we got to Cynthia's house. We were gonna wait for Rosie, but bitch always took forever. So we're like, you know what, bitch, we'll meet you over there. So we get to Cynthia's, she opens us the door, and then we go in and we're like, Cynthia, we got a little surprise for you. And we just like, Debbie, like she just opens her backpack and she just pulls out the drink. And she's like, look bitch, today's the day we getting her feelings and letting all these fuckers out. So Cynthia was all like, what the fuck? Like Cynthia's face was priceless when she saw it. She was like, what the hell? So we told her, we're like, oh bitch, like let's get in our fucking feelings, you know, like let's just stop crying for these fucking assholes and this and that. Cynthia, without a fucking doubt, she was like, all right, let me just change. So she puts the music on, and then I looked at Cynthia and I was like, bitch, like you know what to play. And then the first song I hear on the damn state, on her damn like TV or whatever, I hear freaking Banda. And I was like, yes, bitch, like she knows what's up right now. At the same time, Debbie wanted like to straighten her hair, so she gets ready to straighten her hair with Joey because Cynthia was still getting ready for school. So Debbie takes the first sip, she opens it and she's just like sipping and sipping, and then Cynthia was sipping too. I didn't plan on drinking, I was just saying, I was like just saying it, but like I didn't think I was actually gonna do it. So I was like, yeah, you know, like fuck him and this and that. And then here comes me trying to be an extra as fuck, and I get her iPod or her iPhone. I think it was her iPod, I'm not 100% sure, but I grab her phone or whatever and I just put Banda, and I put the most depressing song that I fucking remember getting it, just putting the most depressing song because I wanted to see this bitch in her fucking feelings. And I was talking like, fuck, like Debbie's not gonna like the type of music that we're playing, she's gonna be like, turn that shit off. But you know, Debbie was fucking cool with it. So she was so into drinking, she didn't even pay attention to the freaking music. After that, Joey isn't the type to like drink and this and that, so we told Joey, we were like, bitch, you take pictures of us, record us, you know, like get them good angles and this and that. So at this time we were actually like making fun of, okay, because at our school there was like certain group of girls that siempre andaban like drinking even in fucking school. So then people would fucking roast them, and like, not gonna lie, we were one of those people that would roast on them. At Cynthia's house, they're like, bitch, take a picture of us, like those junkies be taking pictures of them. So that's what, like, we're just roasting on them. So that's what Joey was like pretty much doing, like taking our pictures. And then what's it called, Cynthia saw that I was just like laughing my ass off and like making fun of everything, and she was like, look bitch, you go for it. She was like, here Jojo, you do it. And I was like, nah bitch, like I'm a child of God, you know, and this and that. And then Cynthia and Deborah were like, nah bitch, you talk all this shit, do it. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, alright, fuck it. So I grabbed the thing and I just like started drinking. It was like, you know what, fuck that fool. She was like mentioning his name and I was like, stop, like bitch, I'm getting in my feels. This song, like a banda song comes and I remember it fucking hitting me to my soul. And I was just like drinking and drinking that I was just like, you know what, fuck this. And I just like chugged that shit. And then I was like, fuck him, I didn't need you and this and that, yada yada. And I was like, whatever, it's like, I'm good. And then they started laughing at me, and then out of nowhere we hear a fucking knock on the door. All of us were like, what the hell is that? Like, we freaking panicked. We thought it was Cynthia's mom coming back, like she forgot something. And then I'm fucking bleeding. So we thought it was Cynthia's mom, and then rápido Debbie like freaking hides that shit, like lo cierra, lo esconde. And I was like, oh my god, like bitch. I was like, what the hell? And then Cynthia was like comoden. And then like I don't remember, she looked through the peephole or she was like, she just slowly opened the door. And then she was like, ah bitch, like all I remember here was like, ah you fucking bitch. And it was Rosie had come in. And then what's it called, and then from there was like, hey, like, you know, like trying to be loud as fuck, like how she being loud as fuck now, how she always is. And then what's it called, and then from there what else happened? So from there Rosie sees that we're drinking. She's like, oh bitch, like that man, we gave Rosie some and she started drinking. And then Rosie, all of us, like I said, each one of us were going through something with the guy. Joey was too, but she wasn't like the type to like drink, so she wasn't drinking at all. She was just like laughing with us, like we're making her laugh with the stupid things that we were doing, like to try to cheer her up into what we were doing. That I know I started to cry, and I think I was the only one that started to cry. So then from there we were so into it that we didn't even pay attention to our freaking phones. There was only two people that had their phones, which was Cynthia and Joey. Joey because of pictures and Cynthia because of the music. Nowhere, somebody just fucking yells, it's 8:40, and we're like, bitch. Once we heard that it was 8:40, all of us, our fucking eyes open wide, and we were like, we're fucking fucked. So rápido, we tried finishing the bottle. We cleaned everything, like, because I think we did. I remember us leaving like a little mess because she was telling us to clean. Rápido que agarro everything in my backpack, I throw that shit in and I zip it. I still had a thing like when you were like at least 20 minutes late, you were automatically marked as absent and you get a phone call home. So we were fucking shitting it. So rápido, we get out of the house and we run out. And then we didn't know what to do with the bottle. Like, we couldn't just leave it at Cynthia's house because her mom or her dad always got there first. And then we were like, what the hell, we can't take you to school. So from there, we just, while we were running, we see a trash can. And then freaking Debbie out of nowhere, she just cracks a bottle of sauce. She just throws that shit over there and we hear it like crack. And we didn't notice that there was somebody there and they saw us. So I was like, bitch, run. So we fucking run. So then I was like, in my head, I was just like, fuck, I fucked up. Like, I shouldn't have done this. What the fuck? And then we stopped at a liquor store that was right across the street from our school. And I told Cynthia, like, bitch, I really don't feel good. Like, I need something. And then she was like, okay, hold up. But either way, we had to stop because we needed gum because all our fucking breaths smell like fucking alcohol. So we were like, bitch, what the fuck are we gonna do? So Cynthia, a freaking smart one, she went in and she bought gum and she gave all of us gum. And then we were like, okay. But on the freaking walk to school, I'm not gonna lie, I panicked. Our school was on this side and Cynthia's house was on this side. So Debbie was on this side. Debbie and Rosie were in front. No, lies. Debbie and Joey were in front, and then it was Rosie, Cynthia, and me. And then out of nowhere, Debbie just randomly crosses the street, and I was like, bitch. And there was a car coming, so I freaking panicked. Like, I started panicking. Me and Rosie, Cynthia, and I were like, what the hell? Like, we were scared because, like, what if they freaking ran her over? And then Joey goes and she like gets her to like make sure she's okay or whatever, like if she's like a little buzz or something. So then Deborah starts calling us, she's like, you freaking little pussies and this and that. And I was like, nah bitch, I'm not down to just like run across the street like that. went into school, we had to go up the stairs. So when we were deciding like what the hell to do, because it was already like 9:50. I mean, it was already like a little bit, like it was already like a couple minutes away from 9. So we're like, fuck, like what are we gonna do? And then we were telling each other that we can't all walk in, all 5 of us together, because they're already gonna know that something's up. And then we're like, fuck it, you know what, like let's just go separate. So Deborah and Joey ran, and they got there first, so they went up. And then me and Cynthia, Rosie, and I were like, we were walking that shit. We were not gonna run, especially that I had thrown up a little bit already. So we get to school, and then they're still there. There was a fucking line. So we get there, and they see, as soon as the lady in the office sees us, she's like, of course you 5 are gonna come in together late. So we're like, fuck, like, okay, whatevers. So we get our pass, and she was like, it's the first period, go up and make it to first period before you guys are marked absent, or like officially. We're like, okay. So we make it to class. Okay, so we make it to class, and then Debbie had a class for the seniors, so she was already a senior. So she goes to her class. Rosie and Cynthia had a class together for, they had a class together, they had chemistry together. And then me and Joey had math class together. So we're going in, and I told Joey, I was like, bitch, don't leave me alone, because I know I'm gonna act stupid right now when I go in. And she's like, nah, bitch, don't worry, okay. So when we go in, the teachers are like, get the papers you guys are missing for today. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at Joey, I was like, bitch, you go. Like, I feel stupid. So Joey goes and gets the paper. But I don't know why the hell I decided to go walk away from her. So I walk away. There's a table right here. I'm right here. I'm walking. Somehow in my mind, I thought I had some like supernatural powers to like walk through the table. I walk and I fucking eat shit there, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, oh my god, I'm okay. And then right there, that's when a friend of mine was sitting right there. He's like, bitch, you drunk. And like, he said it so low. And I was like, no, bitch. And I was like, shh, like acting so stupid. And then I have a friend that he was like my best friend at the time. And then And then he comes and he throws away a paper. And then he comes and catches me and sits me down. And then I had told him what was going on already. Like I was drinking and this and that. And then I was like, dude, like I was so ready to text my ex. Like I freaking was so ready to text my ex. I think Joey or Cynthia stopped me because they saw me getting on Messenger and typing. And they're like, nah, bitch, like don't be so stupid. So I was like, okay. So from there, I sit down in class, and I'm telling Alex. From there, I sit down and I tell my friend, I was like, dude, like I miss him and this and that, but you know what, fuck him and yada, like, you know, trying to be a bad bitch. And then I told him, I was like, oh, let me borrow your phone please real quick. And he's like, yeah, sure. I grab his phone. I freaking go on Messenger and text him. I was like, hey, you know. And then I just send it. And then right after I send it, he takes his phone and he's like, bitch, you fucking texted him. I was like, yeah, but I texted him on your phone in case he leaves it undelivered or not, you know, because I didn't want to look that stupid. And then from there, I was like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. And then later on, I had two guys sitting next to me, so they knew what's up. Like they already knew what's up. So when I started like talking fucking gibberish, the guy next to me was like, oh, you drunk, huh? And I was like, nah, like shut the fuck up, like, you know, this and that. And then the class was quiet as hell, and we're writing like stuff down, and then out of nowhere I freaking yell some shit in gibberish. And then the guys next to me, they started laughing their ass off. And my teacher was all like, Stephanie, like, you've been acting very funny since you walked in. And I was like, huh? I'm like, what? Like, I'm okay. And I just started acting so fucking stupid. And then Joey sat in front of me, and she was like, bitch, like, shut the fuck up and act normal. And then I was like, but I am, you know, like, what the fuck do I do? And so then from there, class ended, and I had to go to homeroom. I go to homeroom, and then I see Deborah. She's like, she's cool, you know, she's all cool, this and that. And then Cynthia was fine. And then I told Cynthia, I was like, bitch, I don't feel good. Alright, like, I gotta stop acting stupid. So we go to class, we go to our homeroom, and then our homeroom was like 30 minutes long sometimes. So I was just like, fuck, like, what the hell am I gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. And then, bitch, to top it off, my mom fucking texted me like 10 messages. She's like, I'm not asking this and that. And I was just like, oh fuck.